Welcome to the Sleepy Tavern. Sit down, have a drink, and listen to our ramblings. I'm Zuzibble, the local idiot.
I'm Doc, bona fide burning bastard.
I'm Dingus. I'm not qualified for government grant.
On today's menu, character creation. Okay.
We've made our characters.
This is our second time doing this podcast. So the first thing you may notice is that we have changed. We are no longer the Spellcast. We are the Sleepy Tavern.
Yes.
And the reason why is because I looked it up. There's another group with the podcast called the Spellcast, so we kind of had to change things.
Oh, and we were gonna go with Boba Dragons. Never, ever, ever search that up.
Yeah, just never. Unless you live in DeviantArt.
Or in hell. Or in hell.
So, welcome back. Again, this is our second episode. Today we're going to be talking about character creation.
You just said that.
Oh, well, yeah, but just like, oh my gosh, no. God damn it.
We'll cut this out, don't worry.
No, you don't have to cut it out. I'm just, because I'm not saying what it is.
Oh, if you're not, someone in our comment section just posted something cursed.
Yeah, in our little Discord chat.
Is it a girl or a fat boy?
I don't want to know.
Oh yeah, we need to have our face cams on so that we can Are you guys cool with having the face cam?
I don't want to crash because I'm pretty sure my face cam is crashing my laptop.
Oh my god, it's Zuzibble in a tank top.
I've been wearing that for the last 3 weeks, if anything.
Why does it matter that I'm in a tank top? Why does it matter that I have an empty bowl of Thai tea ice cream?
Because, I don't know. I don't want to use my camera because I'm afraid it's going to crash my laptop like last time.
It's Mongolia.
That's why I had to switch over to my phone when we were playing Circle of Fire, actually.
Yeah. See? Woo! Woo! Okay, so
character creation.
Yeah, character creation. This is
like Zuzibble. He's been just waiting for this one, literally.
This one's gonna be good. I have too many characters, and you know, for playing the game for only if you remember, I started playing D&D seriously, not really seriously, but actually getting into D&D properly.
Yeah.
Once I joined this little club thing, and ever since then, ever since I learned how to create a character sheet. And by the way, I'm the first person who actually learned how to manually make a character sheet because at the time we all used D&D Beyond like a bunch of losers.
Yeah. I usually just do hand written nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, doing a handwritten is the way to go because you can actually make your character the way you want. But anyways, so I ever since I learned how to create a character, how to properly do a character sheet. I've made a lot of characters. I just got into the idea of making a lot of characters. I looked at my little document, which is has the basic descriptions of all my characters, and
a lot of characters.
I have about 40 characters so far. Some of them have some nice little fleshing out, others don't. But I've been playing the game for only a year, so I did the math, and apparently I've made about one character every 2 weeks. So, take that as you will.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of your characters. I'm not even sure if I've seen most of your characters, and they're pretty interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, but you know what? This is the first episode, and we can always go back to the whole topic of character creation. So let's go with the ones that really matter, the hard hitting ones. So
those.
What do you mean?
I feel like I know what character you're talking about, but I'm also I'm excited but scared at the same time.
Actually, I don't know if I'm gonna be living up to your expectations. And where's my list?
That's a good question.
Where did it go? Oh, there it is. All of my D&D characters. Okay. So let's start with the very first character I ever actually created fully. I used like an online character creator for it though. So
Was it D&D Beyond?
yeah. Or no, before that it was like some random one. I think it thankfully it was on the correct edition, and that is my bird boy Aus. If you see the banner for the podcast, you'll see that on the little table we got this little like purple, gray, violetish bird with a big ol' yellow beak. His name is Aus. So so I made him for the very first campaign in the club, but then like I temporarily left the club just for like other extracurricular stuff.
Yeah.
And when I came back, I decided to use a different character for the campaign. So Aus has now been repurposed into something more a trap.
Oh, Zoo. Zoo.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you mentioned this last podcast, but I remember vividly, like, because you were done early for one of your extracurricular things, and you came to watch the club do its thing, and you there as Mouse were Fortnite dancing in the background.
Okay, so like the running joke was like my extracurricular. I'd sometimes be like done because like the club usually ends around like ends their campaigns around 4:30, and my other extracurricular ended around 4. So like I had about like a good 30-ish minutes to like go and mess around with them. So what I would do is I would just like sit down at a nearby table and just like listen in. But like, you know, obviously I want to interact with them a little. So I think at that time that was also when Sun started to DM. Sun and Lynn started to DM for us. So at that point, occasionally, when something bad happened to them, even if it was like the most minor thing, like you just stubbed your toe or something, I would be like Fortnite dancing in the back, and then Lynn and
Amy Fortnite dancing on your body.
Yeah. And like Lynn and Sun would be like, you feel a strange presence, as if an old friend is dancing, or something like that. It was great.
I like, memory serves me correctly, I remember him like showing up like twice during the original Lost Mines. Like one for that Fortnite dancing one, and the other one you showed up at our window. Like just you were flying into the in window, and like I'm not sure, I forgot what you did actually, but that just came out of nowhere.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I have many questions.
So like every time I sat around and tried to listen in on their campaign, it would always every time I tried to listen to their campaign, they would always like throw in like one little reference, like you feel a strange presence, as if there's a bird dancing, or like you see some feathers on the ground, you don't know where they came from.
That's a bad omen, okay?
Or my character will just straight up be there, but like in like an odd way. Like I remember one time they were like going through like a bookstore or something, and one of them was perusing through, and they walked past a bird lady, lady. So, as I said before, Oust is being repurposed into a trap. The reason why is I don't know if I think I said this before, but basically like he's a dude, but like physically, I read somewhere that he actually looks like a girl because of like color stuff.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
So then I really leaned into this idea of trap.
That's the first thing that comes to mind to you is trap.
Well, at first it was like, it's just like a dude who looks like a girl, and like he gets easily angry about it. Like, no, I'm not a girl. Shut up. But then after a while, I was like, Nah, I think we know what's gonna happen next.
Sweet Sally.
Yeah, that was great. For like like his backstory stuff at first, it was just like, oh, something bad happened to his clan, and then he was like found as an egg, and then but the egg was in a circus.
Oh
Was
my
found by a
God.
circus. So then he becomes like this traveling acrobat, and then he joins the group. But then after he turned into a trap, instead he was like, no, he was raised by an orphan by a hot fire genasi mommy.
Oh wait.
And,
Oh, it's her, Angela. Yes.
and then
I
a- and then after and then after Tankard fell apart, Crown's lost Tankard, universe fell apart. Now it was just like, Alice is here. I'll use him someday.
Someday.
Yeah, I will. I will.
You will. You said that's your first character?
The first character that like I actually created and really got invested in.
Oh, because I was gonna ask, like, what was the character that you were using for Sun's original campaign before you joined
Oh,
the club?
that made pre-made characters for us. I never asked. I never asked Sun what her thought process was behind them. Before that, I was like, I was also like making another character, but that was during the time when I didn't really actually care about D&D, so I didn't put much thought into it. I was like, all right, it's gonna be a dragonborn rogue because dragons sound cool and rogues sound cool, and I'm gonna have him have a pet bird named Whistler because why not? And then I had like this stupid edgy backstory. It's like he grew up in an assassin training program,
Oh, yes,
and he escaped.
every first D&D
Like,
player.
yeah, calm down there, buddy.
Every first
So,
D&D
yeah.
player has an edgy background, of course.
Yeah. For my dark, mysterious past that made me grow up with a questionable set of morals, but allowed me to learn the ways of the blade.
Tony Stark never appreciated me as a scientist, so I decided to kill people.
Just imagine like what's like Gladion with fucking arthritis. Like he's got like his hand gripping in his face or something, but like what the hell is that?
I don't know. Let's be honest. Like, literally every first D&D player, no matter how much you look at it, has some weird dark part of their past, and that's that's normal. 'Cause,
They're
you're
always
gonna
gonna
have some
follow
motivation.
those stereotypes.
I want to talk about Blue Jay. Is that fine with you?
Oh yeah, of course.
So Blue Jay was my first ever D&D character I actually got really invested in. And let's say I'm gonna be 100% honest with you right now. I was a basic bitch. I chose the elf class because basic
The elf
bitch.
class? What's a class?
It was a moon elf actually, and I didn't even know what kind of elves there were, and I just said I was a purple elf, and then Sun was like, okay, but you know, what kind of elf? Purple elf. And then it's like a whole conversation with and we saw a moon elf because it's the only purple elf. He was a wizard, but also an assassin, and that meant very much emotions. Look, a wizard assassin. It sounds cool on paper, but the way I did it, it didn't make it cool. Because instead of being smart and putting a bunch of my good stats on intelligence, all the stuff that wizards depend on, I put it on dexterity because I thought, hey, I'm an assassin.
Huh.
Mm.
Pussy.
Oh man, but I don't know. It's just we need to think more about the circumstances of a campaign, because you made a character where he was an assassin, he killed some major person, but you're level 1.
Oh no! I thought about that, and I came up with a solution. He's a complete idiot, and he has not killed that many people.
I sorry, he hasn't killed anybody.
I thought your solution was stop using him.
I still use him.
A light breeze could kill him.
I rebooted him, and he's not as dark anymore. and I think I'm trying to make it more interesting for Sun's reboot of Secrets of Old. So it's going good at least. I've talked it over with her, and I think we've gotten something pretty basic and pretty good. Okay, hey Dingus, why don't you tell us about Danabelle?
Oh yeah, I remember Danville was originally this character called Captain Coon.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah, I couldn't use it because that's racist apparently. So
The word is.
The word.
But I didn't know. Okay, I forgot it was a Pulp Fiction character.
Yeah, it was a Pulp Fiction character. So I had to change it to Annabelle because she was originally a girl. Like I think we discussed this in the last episode.
Yeah.
And then I decided I wanted it to be a dude, so I just put a D at the beginning of the name.
It's actually kind of brilliant.
Yeah.
What is it?
It actually kind of is. I kind of like the name Danabelle because it's like in the middle of a normal name and like a fantasy name, because like fantasy names are weird.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you tell us about Danabelle's as much as you can Danabelle's backstory without spoiling, because we have no idea when your players are watching.
Oh, okay.
What's your thought process with Danabelle? I mean, sorry.
My thought process?
Yeah, like when you made him.
Well, at first I thought I was making this very eccentric character. I was basing him off of Tim Roth's character from the same movie Pulp Fiction as we were talking about.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to be this boat thief and he'd have like a Hawaiian shirt, but no shirt no undershirt.
Hawaiian shirt is a shirt. You mean like an undershirt, a tank top or something?
Yes.
Whatever. Undershirt.
Yes, and then I realized, and then you brought it to my attention that there's no way a boat thief is gonna come into play in Curse of Strahd.
I still stand by my statement, okay?
So I had to change it to a coffin thief instead of a boat thief.
I don't remember that part.
I do. Wait, didn't you read it? Oh, didn't you read my character sheet?
I didn't. I remember the coffin thief part.
Well, there was a coffin thief part.
Oh wait, I remember. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Whoa! What?
No, when I remember, I just remember the concept of. I remember the concept of a coffin thief is just really funny.
Nothing about my backstory was that funny.
That I will agree with, but just the thought of a coffin thief. I don't know why I don't know why that's funny to me.
So, anyways, my father died,
Well,
and I never saw his.
So specific. Coffin thief?
Yeah, coffin thief.
Like, you couldn't go like Tomb Raider or Grave Robber. It had to be coffin thief.
No,
Nope,
he had to change it from boat thief because I told him that boat thief in Curse of Strahd didn't make sense. I actually don't remember why I told you that, but I told him that didn't make any sense, and he said, "Why not coffin thief?"
Yeah, because Curse of Strahd isn't a pirate campaign.
I honestly don't remember why.
You don't have to keep the thief as long as like some sort of robbery, because.
So I could have been Captain Coon this entire time?
No, I mean just like don't keep thief. You could have gone with Grave Robber or
No, I steal exclusively
Tomb Raider.
coffins.
Well, what I'm imagining is like you dig someone up, right? But you dump out the body and you take the coffin and run.
And I just rebury the body.
You rebury the body without the coffin. You don't even take the belongings they were buried within. It's just a coffin. Not even the pillow.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else did you do with Danabelle or Annabelle?
Well, like we worked it. Now he's a former town hero that his dad never appreciated, and now
Don't
I have.
spoil too much.
Well, I guess that's all I can say.
That's all you can say.
Yeah, that's all I can say right now.
Is he by any chance like really edgy?
No.
I could back you up on that, but
No, the original very edgy.
originally edgy. I mean,
For a while I was trying to do like a Clint Eastwood thing.
it's not a bad thing. I definitely do like Danabelle like right now because there's a lot to work with, and there's a lot more potential for cool stuff to happen, which I'm not gonna tell you because this is not live. I'm sorry. People can see this, and I can't tell you because you're part of my campaign.
Shit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now let's talk about
So-
weird characters, or at least
What I want to talk about is like our process behind like how we make a character in general. Because let's talk about our weird characters all day, but like how do we make characters?
You know,
So
you're right. Let's
the
talk
way
about
that
that first.
the way I make my characters is I try to come up with just like one idea it's like sometimes all over the place, but like one idea sounds cool, or and I just try to develop into that, or I find a cool picture and turn that into a character, or I just find a cool class and just like say, hey, I want to do this, and this comes up with like that is actually how I've made some of my more outlandish some of my outlandish characters. So I said this before. I've made a character called Pico, who is a actually I don't know if I've said it before, but I made a character called Pico, who is a cactus man, but he's a drunken style monk. So he's constantly hammered because
the cactus can hold in water, he holds in booze.
Yeah, so like he's perpetually drunk, and I just thought that was hilarious. And it was like, all right, I'll turn that into a character.
He plays in my level 20 time travel campaign, and this is the greatest thing on this planet.
Another character that I made, I again, most of these because we're like starting out, I haven't used many of these characters yet. So I found this picture. It was like this golden robot man who was like dressed in like priestly sort of like a priestly attire.
Oh, I know this one.
And then I thought, oh damn, that looks sick. I would turn that into a character. So now it's a warforged cleric whose focus is to punch the ever-living shit out of all the undead. And his name is... Hold on, let me just pull it up real quick so I don't mess it up. Hold on. It's somewhere here. It's somewhere here. Somewhere here. His name is...
This pause is brought to you by Rage Shadow Loser.
He is nicknamed Goldie by his friends, but his full name is the Holy Golden Fist of Justice from the Rainy Mafia City, who will strike down all undead that cross his path.
You have to say the full title. It's either Goldie or the full title.
He insists that you call him by the Holy Golden Fist of Justice from the Rainy Mafia City, who will strike down undead that cross his path. You have to call him by that, but everybody around just call you Goldie. It's like, no, you have to call me the Holy Golden Fist. Yeah, shut up.
I actually have a question. Because like when I first heard about the Holy Golden Fist of Justice and all that, the rest of that title.
Rain Mafia City. Come on, say the whole.
I feel like it's like that reminds me of like regular show, the Fist of Justice with Skips.
Oh damn! I don't remember the episode. I haven't watched enough of it.
I'll send you a picture later. Is that like your one of your favorite characters right now that you haven't used?
Haven't used? Yeah, for sure. Him. So like my favorites. It's like him. I like Goldie a lot. I love. I'm using Pico. So So Goldie is among my favorites. Like the ones I haven't used yet. Another one of my favorites. And here's the thing. You know how I said like I sometimes take my inspiration from cool pictures that I find online. I'm also just a straight up thief because one of my characters, Theo, is a Victorian boy with a little octopus plushie.
I know this one.
So like Theo is a little Victorian boy with a little octopus plushie named Mr. Squiggles. He loves him so much. But Mr. Squiggles has a dark secret.
He died?
Can you say that again? You can't cut out.
He's actually an eldritch god.
Is he Cthulhu?
So basically, like, this innocent little boy Theo is just, like, traveling the world with this little octopus plushie, not knowing that octopus plushie is the whole reason why his family's dead and why he's just, like, has these strange magic powers. And I straight up stole this idea from a member of the Game Theorists, the whole GT Live team.
Yeah.
So like I was like one day I was just like watching an episode of like them playing Mario Maker, and then one of their team members was like a guest on that episode. Her name was Amy, and then she was like talking about how like some of the crew plays D&D, and she made a character who's a little halfling girl with an octopus plushie, and it's controlled by an Elder Gus. Like, ooh, that sounds so good. I'ma steal it. And I did, and I'm gonna use them, and I'm gonna like. I love Theo so much.
I'm going to the store. What do you want? The souls of the innocent. A bagel. No, 2 bagels.
No, the souls of the innocent. I want spaghetti.
No.
The soul. I just imagine like he's or actually, this part's actually stolen from Amy too. It's like there's like a little string that you can pull to make him talk, and like Theo will be like, Mr. Squiggles, actually, no, I gotta do a Victorian voice. He's a little Victorian. Mr. Is that a Victorian voice? Mr. Squiggles, what's your favorite food? And then he pulls the string. The spokes of the town. Oh, my favorite spaghetti.
Wow. With Parmesan.
And like I've got so many other characters, and like sometimes I like to create characters in tandem with other people. Like I for a little bit of time I worked with Lynn on creating a character named Drizel, who is like a rogue who's not edgy. Whoa, creative, am I right?
Oh my god.
But let's not get too creative there. It's like that SpongeBob meme was like, what will you have today, sir? A Krabby Patty with secret sauce. Feeling adventurous today, aren't we?
Damn. Slow down the innovation, Einstein.
I'm like a rogue who has a dark backstory.
Oh, feeling adventurous, are we?
And they grew up on the streets.
Actually, now that I think about this, that is actually pretty common in our club. Huh.
The up on the streets are just like general edgy, or like following stereotypes.
Yes, actually.
That doesn't answer my question.
Oh.
Are you talking about the edginess or the stereotypes? Yes.
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 Yes. I think Danabelle really right now is one of the only rogues I know who isn't edgy.
Yeah.
Except maybe for Cry. Maybe for Cry, I'm not sure, which is another.
Yeah, soon we shall know another. And it shall be Drizzy.
Okay.
And then like I've got bunches. I've got oodles caboodles. I've got extra punchables. Oh wait, this one's horrible, and I know you get. You know that. You know the song Roxanne.
Oh my god, I know the song.
Roxanne, all she wanted to do was party all night. So I made a tiefling named Roxanne Roxy Malibu.
Fuck you, first of all.
And for this very specific character, I found online a homebrew called the Sapphire Rose, which basically turns you into a succubus. So like, it's perfect. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If you don't run forward, then I'll laugh at you. You know? Oh my gosh.
Why do I feel like you will find her in a strip club somewhere? It's like not even the same one. It's just like you go to like Fandolin or something, right? And then you go to a strip club in there, and then you go to a place that's 10,000 miles away. She's there in another one.
Maybe because you did that last night. Oh shit! Shots fired.
Oh.
She exists in all strip clubs everywhere at the exact same time.
At the exact same time. No. It's like that SCP, the multiversal strip club, where you're just a strip club in every universe possible.
Yeah, it's just like, hey man, last night I met this really cool girl. Her name is Roxanne Malibu. Really, I met a girl named Roxanne Malibu.
Was she a tiefling too?
Yeah.
Did you go to the Fanlin Strip Club?
No.
Where did you go?
I went to New York.
But that's about like 10,000 miles away or something. 1,000 miles away?
Did you get a magic STD?
Not again.
What did this strip club look like? Strangely like your mother's apartment.
Oh, so barren. Okay, I don't know anymore. It's like this quantum entangled tiefling who's always at the same. He's always at a different strip club, no matter where.
No,
Did someone already have to build one?
These two guys are talking about Roxanne Malibu, and then all of a sudden a third guy walks up. Wait, hold up! You guys met a girl named Roxanne Malibu? He's like, and
That fourth guy comes up. Hold on, you know about her too?
Roxanne Malibu.
And like a fifth guy comes up, they're like, "Get out of my house."
Who are you? What are you doing? Where's my brown juice?
And also, how do you know about Roxanne Malibu too?
And then like there's like an old man sitting by. Roxanne Malibu.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. This game has so many good ideas.
And everybody's like, you know Roxanne Malibu? And it's like, yes, of course. It's me. And then she rips off.
What? We're in a strip club. Guys, this is the strip club. This old man's house.
Gentlemen, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the hospital.
What? You know that phenomenon where it's like, people would see like the same person in their dreams? It's like that. It's like that. Like, have you seen this man? Look it up later. And it's like a picture of a guy that apparently everyone has seen in their dreams.
Except that's not true.
Except that's true, but it sounds exactly like that same similar concept, except with strip clubs.
Yes.
Yes.
Have you seen the strip club in your dreams?
No. Only in your mother's house.
And you know, just for a little bit of spiciness, I'm just gonna throw in a couple of random other characters I made. A character named Orgasmo, who was a bard.
I love Orgasmo.
The greatest stereotype you've ever seen.
Absolutely.
Orgasmo the bard. But his full name is Orgus Mick. Like Orgus, and then his last name is Mick. Like, and then you just combine it together, Orgus Mick. Orgasmic. Oh, actually, no, wait. It should be Orgaz, like with a Z. Yeah, Orgasmic. It's like Mike Oxlong.
Imagine Orgasmic going to a Starbucks.
Sir, what name will that be?
Orgasmic. I'm sorry, sir. Orgasmic.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the store. Wait, no, I swear it's Orgasmic.
Sir, we gotta ask you to leave. The strip club is right next to you. Go talk to our former waitress, Roxanne Malibu.
Then he gets his nuts kicked in by the SJW behind him.
Who are these random people coming into these scenarios?
I don't know.
Okay, so a character named Orgasmic. Another one. An artillerist artificer. So artillerist artificers are basically just like they can create little turrets.
Oh, yes.
But he has a pet bird, and he specially modifies his turrets so that his bird can fly into the turret and control it like a mech. It's brilliant.
I remember that one actually.
It's brilliant, am I right? And I'm not kidding. I really do get these ideas from everywhere.
No, look. You told me one time that if you didn't make a new character once every 2 weeks, you would physically die from creative like drainage or something.
Yes. Okay, so another character. This is the last one. I swear. I'm not like I start scratching like I'm an addict. I swear it's the last one. I swear. I
It's
swear.
hilarious.
I swear.
I swear. It's the last one.
It's like, you know, like the memes like y'all got any more crack? It's like,
Got any more
y'all
character sheets?
got any more character sheets?
Okay, what's this character that you want to talk
Okay,
about?
the last one. So he's like a tiefling with
Hold up.
relax. Yes.
Let's talk about our mid-roll sponsor.
Ah, yes. Well, Billy, roll the clip. All right, we don't have a sponsor.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that.
Well, I guess back to our conversation then.
Yes.
So, the very last character that I want to talk about now, and I swear this is the last one. I'm not an addict, I swear. I've been going to Character Creations Anonymous. It's been real rough. Wait, no, there's more! Wait, I just saw another one on my list and I want to talk about it.
Oh no! No!
Okay. Well, I swear this is the last one, I swear. Oh, Lucian's not a D&D character.
That's different, okay?
Yeah, he's a cock character. I mean, a Call of Cthulhu, not that kind of cock.
Well, it's kind of both types of cock, if you know what I mean.
Oh, you just call him a cuck?
A cock.
Yeah.
COC.
Should we talk about Lucian? I don't know.
Do you want to save that for next
Down
for a
in the
different time?
comment section. We don't have a comment section yet. We don't have a comment section yet. But yeah, I swear this is the last one. The last one is the boy. So basically, I got this character from like a story that I found on like Tumblr or something, or not actually on Tumblr. It's like one of those Twitter memes where they post a picture of something on Tumblr. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, there's a word for that. I forgot what the word is.
Yeah. But basically, the story is that there's this human woman, and she is basically the greatest con artist of all time. And here's her story.
I know this one.
First, she goes to a demon, and in exchange for having it for her firstborn child, in exchange for having the demon's child, she's going to be granted eternal life. So she does that. Now she has a baby who is half demon, and she goes to a witch. She goes to the witch, and she promises that she will give her firstborn child to the witch in exchange for eternal riches. So now the mom is immortal, and she is rich. So she just absconds with her winnings, while the witch and the demon are forced to have a custody battle over this half-demon child.
I know this story.
So now he learns alchemy from his witch mother, and goes to hell every and goes to hell on weekends and every other Christmas.
Oh, and the human woman, I'm pretty sure she's like the crazy rich aunt that comes around.
Oh yeah, the biological mom is the con artist human mom comes in, and she's like she's like the drunk auntie who just gives you random gifts whenever you see her. And then she's like, here you go, Billy. Here's an Xbox. Now I'm going to teach you about magical tax evasion. It's like, okay, Mom.
Okay.
We see this character is great. All right. I'm finally done talking about characters. I swear I'm going to Character Creations Anonymous.
It's my turn now.
Yes.
I haven't really made a lot of characters I've actually played a lot. The two main ones were Blue Jay, and the one that's my personal favorite, and the one that's on banner, is Surtur, the pirate lesbian burning bitch. And now that name has stuck around because of her hair, which is because she's a fire genasi, obviously. And I've said it a lot. I'm not sure if I said it last time, but I literally made her 5 minutes before the original Lost Tankers started. And so far, she's been my favorite character, mostly because like of, I can relate to her a lot, and a lot of the aspects about her, I just I kind of made up on the spot, and it's been developing over time. Obviously, Zoo Zibble here has been helping me with doing that, right? Because she has her own she has her own island arc, right? And
yeah, she has her island. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just typing something to a friend.
Do you want to talk about the weird stuff she's actually done? Because she's done a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah, hold on. Wait, talk about it. Yeah, so Surtur is just a hot mess.
Both figurative and literal.
All right, so let's see. I'm trying to think of like the most chaotic thing. Well, so at this point, Surtur is a druid. At first, she was a ranger, but like we did like some talking around, just like do like some character, like some team balancing.
I haven't been very rangery during that time, so I just switched to druid.
And the main thing is that like we do this thing called magic aesthetics, where basically like if your character has magic, then whenever they use their magic, the magic has like sort of like a special coloration or like design for.
Yeah, so mine looks like fire, obviously.
Yeah, just to make it look cooler. So like every time she wild shapes, she's like wrapped in fire before she bursts into like her new forms.
Yes, I spontaneously combust in order to transform. I think that's just transmutation.
The weirdest thing she's done as a druid, and honestly, I think it's at my point, it's just my problem that I've been supporting it, is that her favorite thing to make using druidcraft is fields of weed.
We thought it was funny. It is funny to me.
Galore. Snoop Dogg would be crying. Tears of joy. Ooh, we should make Snoop Dogg into a character.
I texted him like, what if I used druidcraft to make weed? And the only response I remember getting was epic.
Yeah.
Because who wouldn't do that?
Yeah, it's just like a brilliant, and like Doc, he's like the person who like he has these crazy ideas, and half the time you'll be like, oh no, and the other half the time's like, hey, that was pretty good.
Exactly. That's my shtick. Son, son, she's listening right now. I could tell she hates it whenever I say I have an idea.
It's horrible.
I can hear it in her voice. Yes, there are reasons, son, but I'm just saying, like half the time they're good ideas. The other half, it just leads to more disaster. I realize that. I'm just saying. Surtur personifies my ability to make dumbass decisions.
Well, I wouldn't say it's like every single time he knows the outcome. It's like most of the time he's just like, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, we need to work on like your idea creating, just to like make sure like because again, like half the time they're like those plans were like, you sure about that, buddy? Like those moments where the DM will be like, are you sure about that? Okay, fine.
Danville knows exactly what I'm talking about. Not that Dingus knows what I'm talking about. I just called you by character name. Damn. Yeah, he knows exactly what happens whenever I say, are you sure about that? He's been in the receiving end of that, actually.
Yes, I have.
Look, it's not my... Okay, it is my fault that she's also dumbass, but I'm also saying that it's not my fault either. It's just destiny.
Right. But like, Surtur's been like an interesting character so far. So like, I mean, like, first of all, her backstory. We've talked a lot about like the island that Surtur comes from, and it's just, well, first of all, she's Actually, no, I don't want to spoil anything. Well, actually, no, wait. We
What?
we did the reboot thing. Everybody knows, anyways.
Yeah.
Back in her hometown, she's got a buddy named Chico who is a washed up weed brain. Like his brain has physically been replaced with a little tuft of marijuana.
Yes, we've done the X-ray. Don't worry.
He's dating or Server is dating a voodoo freak fish woman, and
The
that is my
China
dog.
character I call Salacia. And
The
her
thing is,
dad
like,
is like half Goliath, half Fire Genasi hybrid with an epic flaming beard.
oh yeah, like Endeavor.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like,
Except he doesn't have hair on top.
A lot of times, like, if I see this a lot, it's like Doc really likes to make his characters based on mythos and stuff. He's like, the island is named Asgane, sort of like Asgard. The dad's Hephaestus. The character itself is named Surtur. Like,
The Norse god of fire.
yeah, do you have like some sort of mythology fetish? Like, do we need to bring you to Mythology Anonymous?
I have no comments. I just like naming things out of mythology. I've tried not to so far. I've tried not to as best as I can, at least. And I'm just like, just naming stuff like, that sounds cool. Also,
And,
it doesn't
I
make
mean,
sense. To me, at least.
Yeah, I try. Like, I've been having problems like making names. Sometimes before I even like I make the name before I make the character. Oh god, here I go again talking about my character.
Now, I want to hear how this works. You never actually told me how. You actually never told me about the thing about making the name first. So I'm actually kind of interested.
Okay, so the name first is so we did this one shot, or we attempted to do a one shot before with Lynn as the DM, and it was like a level 20 thing, so we could have fun. And my character was named Seth Blue, and I like the name Seth Blue. Like, ooh, it sounds cool, Seth Blue. And then I was like, what if he had some friends? So then I made a character named Jack Red and Rex Green, but then like their names are like slight misspellings of the color. So like Seth Blue is missing the E. Jack Red, it's got an extra D for some reason.
Wasn't there a Walter White?
Everybody needs an extra D.
Name of your sex tape. Wasn't there a
D&D.
Walter White? I remember there being a Walter White.
There's a Walker White.
Walker White, okay.
Rex. So like Seth Blue, Jack Red, Rex Green, and then
Like
at that point I made like three more: Walker White, Skylar Black, and Ryder Gold. And like, all of those characters, like, because of they're like named after colors. At some point, I remember Lynn making this meme. It's like they're like the Power Rangers or something.
Exactly, they sound like Power Rangers.
But like a discount version. So then like instead of showing a picture of the Power Rangers, she shows like this really obscure picture of these random dancers doing like
unitards or something.
But like
they're all in morph suits.
Yeah, and then sometimes I'll just like take the name because it sounds cool. Like let's see, what's another example? What was that? Oh, actually, maybe I should talk about that other character that I want to talk about. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I feel like I know what you're going to talk about, and I'm kind of excited what you're about to say.
No, I really don't think you know what I'm talking about. All right, so basically, I have an AP class called AP Environmental Science, and we're in the in the energy unit, like renewable energy, non-renewable energy, and it was during the part where we were learning about nuclear energy where I learned that somewhere in like somewhere in the world there are 2 fully radioactive alligators.
I'm
And
sorry.
I was
What?
like, huh,
What?
two fully radioactive alligators.
Is that a total or an estimate or an average?
No, the 2 confirmed cases. They are real alligators that are actually, yeah.
What? Are they glowing? Are they also glowing?
Nah, I don't think they're that far. They're just like radioactive. But anyways, so then I was like, ooh, hold on just a fat second. Oh no! Wait!
Wait, no! Oh my god!
Wait, no, wait. The your Power Rangers versus my Power Rangers, and it shows a picture of like the actual Power Rangers,
Sorry,
and then
someone
the
in the
next
comments
picture is the fucking Teletubbies.
It's the Teletubbies!
I bet you're glad this is a podcast.
I know. Just be glad you can't see what's happening right now. Anyways, you're talking about radioactive alligators?
So the radioactive alligator. So basically, so it's a lizard folk who is a wild magic sorcerer. So basically, my idea was, nuclear power at this point. It's like radiation. What it does to creatures is like we sort of have an understanding of it, but the mutations, that's kind of random. So then I was like, ooh, random. In my D&D campaign? In my D&D game? Wild magic!
You have told me about this one.
Yeah, like we were in the car ride because like...
Oh no, I remember it vividly.
Oh yeah.
It was the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Radioactive lizards.
I feel like this would be so just... That's just dangerous on paper. Not even just in practice. Dangerous on paper.
Yeah. So the thing is, I've made all these characters, but I have not used them yet. So if any of you fuckers out there in the audience are thinking, "Hoo, I'm gonna steal this character," you better get, Actually, then I'd have to give credit to all the people who I based my ideas off of.
Yeah, that's
I did to one though. I give the credit team from the GT Live team. So that's one credit. It's one credit.
Back to before this happens. Yeah, Surtur, my favorite character so far. I also made a Tabaxi Rogue, who I named Charlie, and they were the one I played during Lynn's Crownsguard campaign before the whole connected universe fell apart. You remember Charlie, right, Zuzable?
Nobody liked Charlie.
No, but you guys. So Charlie made a reappearance in the Lost Mines of Phandelver for the noobs that Dingus is part of, and they were a soldier of Freya, the goddess of cats and love. Yes, she's a goddess of cats. I'm confused about that too. And apparently nobody liked Charlie. I'm not sure why. They didn't.
I was fine with them.
Yeah, exactly. Charlie didn't do anything to you guys.
Charlie would be all like, maybe we should take this road. It looks safer. And then like one of our party members would be all like, you should shut the fuck up.
That was Cry. That's Cry the entire time. Like he's not even exaggerating.
That's because we all hate cats.
Yeah. Why? Just like why you guys don't like Charlie?
I mean, I kind of liked Charlie. Nobody else did though.
I mean,
I think we just meme too much sometimes.
Yeah, I'm so
we like
confused
exaggerate things.
Anyways, Charlie did not last very long because Crown Guard didn't really last very long. That's fine. I'm actually kind of happy that I get to use Charlie in this one because it's really fun, and also kind of funny to see the interactions between Cry and Charlie. I say Charlie a lot. It's starting to sound like a name. And actually, okay, I didn't tell you this. But Charlie's actually based off a book character, but like a lot of my characters. Lynn knows the character. I think Lynn. I'm not sure she remembers what it was, but it's based off the Magnus Chase series, and and Charlie's based off Alex Fierro, who, if you don't know who that is, look it up.
Alex Ferrero.
Fierro.
Ferrero.
Ferrero Rocher. Yes, Ferrero Rocher.
Ferrero Rocher.
Yes, he's also Phil Nutella.
Ooh, Nutella. I could go for some Nutella milkshake. Nutella milkshake.
It's gross.
Damn.
I've
You're
also
gross.
made some characters that I haven't really used yet, but just like for NPC reasons. One I pitched to Zuzibel, and I'm pretty sure it was the only one that he actually liked from me. And that was a dwarf artificer who made mechanical wings, who thought he was an Aarakocra. Yeah.
Yeah. You made that character, and I distinctly remember, like in the character ideas chat, you were like Doc with his free time, and then a picture, and then like a really low quality picture of the Vulture from Spider-Man.
Oh yeah. that
Was it the Vulture?
What else would I put on there? It's a dwarf that he thinks is an Aarakocra by using mechanical wings. What else would it mean?
Like, was he dropped on the head as a child, or like after he made his wings?
He was dropped in the head. Look, like 5 minutes before he made his wings, he thought this was a good idea, and he was completely sane. 5 minutes after he made his wings and tested it out, he thinks he's an Aarakocra now.
Just
Yeah. Hey, Danabelle, why don't you tell us some of your ideas for characters?
Oh yeah, I remember I wanted to do this like really like this friendly lumberjack character, and he had like the voice of that guy from Frozen who runs the tavern. He's like Undog.
Oh, Oaken?
Yeah, Oaken. He
Okay.
sounds like exactly like Oaken.
Really?
Yes, I wanted to do one like that.
And he was a lumberjack.
And he's a lumberjack.
What else can you tell us about him?
He's a lumberjack.
Is there anything else you want to add right now? Because you haven't been talking a lot, and I want to like.
Well, I
Yeah.
have a few more characters.
Oh yeah, tell us.
Okay. So about this guy, he's a lumberjack.
And
He's a lumberjack.
don't get too close. Okay, is there any other one besides the lumberjack one?
Yes, if I can remember. I was watching this movie called There Will Be Blood, and Daniel Day-Lewis is in it, and he has this character.
I think people know what There Will Be Blood is.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay, fine. There's this character called Daniel Plainview, and I decided that I wanted to have a character based on his character. So I don't know. Maybe if Danabelle dies in Fandelver, I could replace him.
Bold of you to assume he can.
Bold of me to assume I can.
And bold of you to assume we're not going to break him out of hell.
I also wanted to do this one character called Bartholomew.
Oh yeah, Bartholomew. You told me about this.
Who? I mean, did I?
We're in the car one day, and then you start talking about it, but you didn't really explain that much.
Okay, explain to me what I said.
You were talking about I want to make this character Bartholomew, and then there's nothing. But I remember you talking about you just kept saying the name a lot, but then you never really explained it to me.
Oh, it was probably because you're busy or something.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
okay,
Bartholomew. He was originally this like fan character that I was making for something else. You don't need to know.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
He wears this like jacket that kind of looks like a Matador's or like Mr. Music from that.
Oh yeah, from the Sack Lunch Bunch from John
Sack
Mulaney.
Lunch Bunch, exactly.
John Mulaney.
His whole thing is that he's obsessed. Well, I mean, he's not obsessed. He's this guy who's kind of similar to Danabelle, as in, it's unclear what this guy is doing around these people.
You know, I've actually questioned about that too, because Danabelle's like a 46-year-old man.
Yeah, except instead of, because Danabelle is more like uncomfortable and unpredictable, Bartholomew is more like upbeat, and if you've seen Brad Pitt in Burn After Reading, you'd understand.
I'm not.
No, you should.
I'll see. I'll check it out later. Actually, I have a question. Actually, like, bro, like, 46. Oh yeah, I said that right. I said that already, right? Danabelle's 46-year-old.
49.
49.
Yeah.
Zuzibel. How old is Lo, which is his character in Lost Mines?
I don't know. I'm just gonna say like 30 flat because I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you are the oldest character in the party. anyways, you were talking about
And
Bartholomew.
yes. He walks into a bar with an 18 walks into a strip club with an 18-year-old. It's like, no.
17-year-old.
15-year-old?
17.
It was 17.
Yeah, try 17.
I could see your face in the webcam. You can't even believe what you're hearing.
I know. Tell us what you did. Tell us what you told, like, one of the patrons inside the strip club.
I was explaining slave labor and how she should join.
His character tried to exploit slave labor to one of the patrons 5 minutes before he got kicked out for doing it.
I don't even know if this is like his character at some point. I think it's just like him. I think this is Dingus.
I'm starting to think that too. I had to have a one-on-one therapy session to see why, and I'm not gonna say why he did it. He does it. That's for story reasons, and I have to say it is one, technically reasonable, and two, very, very concerning in terms of psychology.
When you die in the game, you die in real life. What game? This is real life.
Exactly. I pull out a gun. Okay, you're talking about Bartholomew.
Yeah, I didn't really all I know is that he's basically Brad Pitt in Burn After Reading.
I don't know what that is. I'll check it out later.
Yes, you will check it out later.
Show me later.
As you said, okay. But the only thing I could think of is that he's very upbeat.
You said already.
Yeah, I did.
So
he's very movie with his hands. Expressive.
Use hands.
So he can never talk without moving his hands.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Any other characters you want to talk about?
He's always trying to be someone's friend, and he's always trying to help out, but he doesn't know when to back off and just let things happen.
Oh, so he's what's the word? I don't know. There's a word for this. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I can remember the word. I'll say it later.
Right.
So, is there any other characters you want to talk about?
No, that's it.
So, do you want to talk about how we made our characters or something, or any other kind of a process? What was your process of making your characters?
Oh, I just take inspiration from what I see in movies and TV shows.
Oh, so Annabelle, yeah, Captain Coon, obviously, right?
Yes.
Originally, and Bartholomew was Brad Pitt. What was it called?
Burn After Reading.
And what was the lumberjack dude?
Oaken.
Okay, is that his name?
That was his name, right? That's what you said.
Yeah, that was the movie character, but I'm saying what was the lumberjack character's name?
Oh, I forgot his name.
Oh, let's call him Jack.
Yes, Jack.
Jack Lumberjack.
Lumberjackson.
Lumberjackson. Lumberjack. Yeah, let's call him that. Can we call him that?
Okay, fine.
Lumberjack. No, actually, Jack Lumberjack, but he has a son. His also name is Jack, but it's Jack Lumberjack's son. Too much?
How about...
his wife is called Jackie. Her name is Jackie Lumberjack.
I don't like this character anymore.
Lumberjack.
Oh my god. We have a lot of weird characters, right? Out of the three of us, I believe that Zubul has to have the weirdest characters out of all of us.
They're the weirdest, but I swear to you, I swear to you, I think they're the best.
You have a cactus who's constantly drunk because he's filled with booze. That is the best.
Yeah,
He automatically wins. You can't beat that. I made a time traveler NPC for my Chrono Crisis campaign, and I can't beat that.
Yeah, I am the character creation wizard. Although some of our friends have made some very good characters.
Yeah, that's true.
Easily one of my most favorite characters from our good friend's son is her character Sazzy. She's
Yes.
Son's not here though to talk about Sazzy, so you know what. You might save that for next time because well, I'm sorry to say it, but I think you've had too much to drink tonight. Why don't you go home? I'm Zubul, the representative of Character Creation Anonymous.
I'm Doc. I'm the iconic idiotic assassin.
I'm Dingus, formerly a fetus.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Don't